If we want to stay undefeated, we have to be perfect one play at a time. That's how we'll do our job. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Seminoles headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Hill. Turning it on! All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. I want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Making side adjustments here. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Finds his man. It's Davison. Delivers the stiff arm. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
You might just think that dude's a power back, but what a great job coming out of the backfield, become a wide receiver, and then guess what? When he gets in the open field, that's not a lot of fun to try to bring to the ground. That's a big boy.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Here's Moore to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quickly complete.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know, receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Moore to the air. Keeps looking downfield. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
And the Ducks are threatening on 1st and goal. He's trying to get it in. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Alton Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. The give on the option. And some room to work. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. To the air, it's Daniels. Throws to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. And the Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Dante Moore. He'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's Hill. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll go play action with Moore. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, 3rd down.
But, and he's got room. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the 1st quarter. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hill. Runs through a man. He might have space. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Throwing more. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Firing to the right, complete. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
There's a crease. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards.
Makes the grab in their space. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown Seminoles!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throws it back. He holds it in and nobody's close. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown Ducks!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Running to the left. There he goes. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Got his man. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Now Oregon will call it second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And the Noles will line it up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Stands in and takes the hit. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got enough for the first. Got a little grass. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And that's not a surprise play call for this offense. A lot of times, man, after a tackle for a loss or a play that goes behind the line of scrimmage, they want to get those chunky yards back. They want to get back to third and manageable. They dial up the screen. They get some positive yards. Now put themselves in a position to be more successful on third down.
From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see they try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
And that is no good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the book 10. Time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We get things going here with a look at Charlotte taking on the Utah State Aggies. And it's the 49ers able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins.
Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think Getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the move. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores. And makes a grab and room to run. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole nine. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long gain. That is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Gives it on the option. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down, and shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
The Noles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He breaks a tackle. Touchdown, Noles! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Moore. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Moore. That's reeled in. It's hooked. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out. On the move at the 30. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Moore to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the Ducks have moved it inside the 20. In the gun on 3rd down, Moore throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So 1st down will open up the final period. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the move. Finds a little, maybe a crease. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The Ducks signal for their 1st timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Seminoles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That false start will just increase the degree of difficulty at 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Got his man out of the backfield. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happening.
Going to take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. the move. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Breaks into the open. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Finding an escape route. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Oregon! That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Lopez. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. On 1st down from their own 22. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. The Seminoles will hustle to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Makes the catch. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. On 4th down, going to the air. Here's a heat. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll go right back to the run. Maybe some room here. Got enough for the first. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. The Ducks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Dante Moore. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Moore will throw. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Offense just not able to get it clicking down here in the red zone. That's 3 straight incompletions, trying to fit the football into tight windows, but the timing not there, and now it sets up 4th down.
And it slips just inside that right upright, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They're looking for an advantage to the right. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Corners are going to bail. Off the play fake. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's...
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now You're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
Nice move and keep running. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty.
Here we go. Ready. 129. Ready, go.
No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready.
Offense facing fourth down.
That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.